Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure buried in a field, which a person finds and hides again, and out of joy goes and sells all that he has and buys that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant searching for fine pearls. When he finds a pearl of great price, he goes and sells all that he has and buys it." The word of the Lord, the gospel of the Lord.
Praise be to God, Jesus Christ.
Praise be Jesus and Mary. In a brief word that our Lord here in this gospel passage tells us that the kingdom of heaven, which we should all be striving for, every one of us, that is our response to our call to holiness, every one of us has, and it's worth every sacrifice that we can make, everything we can give to obtain it. And so it was for our saint of today, who not only lived this to a T, all right, he gave everything throughout a long life in order to achieve that, not only for himself, but for all souls. I refer to St. Alphonsus Liguori, who made his whole life one of actually preaching parish missions. That was his specific work that he would do for many long years. He died at the age of 91 in order to bring that very element to everyone, the kingdom of heaven. He preached that throughout all of his life. And of course, through all the many works that he wrote. He's one of the most prolific writers in history, one of the most published. He was also an accomplished musician and an artist as well. But he gave a long life, simply that, bringing the kingdom of heaven to so many people throughout southern Italy. And of course, through his works to the world. He provided for everyone a way of life, or should I say, the way of life that will lead us to that kingdom. And I repeat, it is worth every sacrifice we have to make in order to achieve it. It is worth selling everything we have in order to achieve it. That's the sacrifice we must make. Let us then follow the example of this great saint and doctor of the church. He's doctor of moral theology and wrote several treatises on moral theology, which we still use today in the church today. Let us follow the example he gives, and not only the example, but the work that he gives us to show us how to achieve the kingdom of heaven. And the sacrifice that it takes, but it's worth it. Because there's nothing greater than the kingdom of heaven. It is that pearl of great price. And nothing is greater. Nothing, because no one is greater than God. And that is what it is all about. Our union with God. Praise be Jesus and Mary, now and forever.